And let's talk now about Activision Blizzard, which is an American video game company. Remember, it merged Activision and Blizzard Games, which was French controlled, was part of Vivendi, and put the two together, although they've since exited Vivendi by buying back some of their shares. $45.2 billion worth of market cap, PE ratio 44.2, dividend yield 0.5%. Probably best known for its Call of Duty. And the model there is you sell the software, and on some launch days, like Call of Duty Ghost, they sold $1 billion worth of games in one day. Forget about some fabulous Disney movie which makes $1 billion over a year. This thing sells boom on the first day.
No, absolutely, and they talk about, you know, they become franchises. So it's kind of like I said, it's almost that movie business where you have your franchise of Call of Duty, and when the next one launches, everyone that's played the last one is going to go and buy this one. And it's these days it's easy.
And
to
you
go
were
and
saying
download.
earlier, it's not a CD that's packaged anymore. Everybody just like you get a download code.
Which is I suppose one of the interesting things. I mean, you can talk about that. So probably the biggest online game hub, like for PC gamers anyway, is actually run by a company called Valve, which is the Steam platform. Where it kind of controls most of the gaming, but each of the Blizzards, the EAs, and kind of the big gaming houses have their own platform. So Blizzard has what's called Battle.net.
Yes.
Now that's kind of where they want to sell their games, because then they've got exclusive eyes. So what they're doing now is, like, one of the other big game titles is called Destiny 2. So they're going to be releasing Destiny 2 for Battle.net only. They're not going to allow it to be like the Call of in Steam, which is the big thing, which that allows
they want people to actually load their credit card details
for
in their platform
and use their platform. And because it's exclusively their content, it gives them a huge advantage in cross-selling other games. So you'll then go and pick up your, I don't know if you play World of Warcraft, but Diablo.
Personally, no.
Not personally, but I mean, like that maybe is not the kind of game that you would just go and start playing. It seems like a more entrenched user base. But you're looking at like your Overwatches, your Diablos, your StarCrafts.
Yes, now
that
Overwatch
kind of
is
stuff.
what my son plays, the 16-year-old.
Yeah, and I believe this is a direct compare. I haven't played it.
They absolutely love it. They play it all the time in these team games, and they're online, so you can hear him laughing hysterically because him and his mates are having a big fat warfare situation there.
There's nothing
totally
wrong with
absorptive.
That, yeah, good.
And as you say, commercially, these guys will do anything to be part of the team and part of the gang. What about the other part of the business, which is the fact that they bought King Digital for $5.9 billion in 2015? That's Candy Crush. You see a lot of people on the bus playing Candy Crush, or on the subway.
So certainly, I mean, Candy Crush, it's had a lot. I suppose the longevity of Candy Crush is totally unexpected. So, I mean, for a game that, I remember playing Candy Crush when it first came out, and eventually you almost feel like there's no skill to this. This is just mind-numbing, and it's one of those, like, addictive things. I believe they actually did, psychological studies to try and make it as addictive as possible, but the longevity has been fantastic. I think the issue with the purchase of King Digital is that they paid a lot for it as well. So there's a lot of goodwill sitting on the balance sheet because of it. And again, did they buy it for the Candy Crush database? Did they buy it for the technology to use these to move
on mobile, right? Which
exactly,
is
because they've been very much focused on the PC and console space, whereas Candy Crush and King Digital is very, very successful in the mobile environment. So this is where they're buying in skills to sort of try and help them move mobile, which is
the titles across,
which is a massive.
Let's look at the
part
share
of the
chart while
industry.
you're talking, because this is another one that has just done brilliantly.
I mean,
what's to be said other than
it's difficult because the analysts can't really keep up with the share price. So you kind of look at the history of the sell side analysts. I mean, Morgan Stanley upgraded it yesterday. I mean, their price target was 59. They've just upgraded it to $69. And if you look at the history, it's kind of the analysts just haven't kept pace with the share price. So
well, that tells a story. That's been severe growth in revenue and profits, tracking the share price higher and higher. Okay, we could talk all day, but we can't, so we're going to go hot or not on this one.
Thank you.
Next generation games are currently in development. You can be sure of that. It's going to be huge.
I mean, again, we kind of look at our forward, like earnings forecasts. I mean, we're seeing revenue growing 10% next year, 8% the year after. Earnings next year probably 22% up. So still definitely hot, but it's expensive. But you can't not go hot on these companies.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go hot anyway.